Okay, hello, welcome to episode 15 of the Business Life podcast. I'm James.
I'm Paul. Hi, James.
Hi, and this is episode 15.
What are we talking about today?
And we're talking about social media today. So,
Why?
Why? Well, social media is a massive part of our world today, as we all know. And there's lots of nuances to talk about with social media. Lots of pluses and minuses, positives and negatives to talk about. And obviously it's a fantastic tool for business at times, but it also comes with its problems as well, doesn't it?
It does. It does. It really does. It's a complicated entity, isn't it?
It is. And I think it's probably like the number one topic of our world and our lifestyles today. What do you think? It has the most influence, I think, over people's lives, more than probably media ever has done before.
Yeah, probably. I'd agree with you on that. It's I think people spend a lot of time on it, don't they? You know, it's the place for information, it's the place for news, it's the place for entertainment.
Yep.
So I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely incredible. I think it's vital for businesses.
Yeah.
I think it's I don't like to focus on the negatives too much with it, because I think there's more positives than negatives to social media.
You think so?
100% in my opinion.
I'm not saying that I disagree, but it's debatable.
Are you saying you disagree?
Well, maybe I am disagreeing, but I think
That's not allowed.
I think it's debatable. You know, there's a lot of
of course it is. Yeah.
a lot of pluses and minuses to come with it. So if you are listening, get in touch and let us know what you think. Get in touch on social media if you like.
So you can reach out to people. No one would know about this podcast if it wasn't social media.
Yeah, well, nobody would know about us as a business, so
Exactly.
we owe a lot to social media, and we've got a lot to thank it for. Before we go deeper into this discussion, I'm going to suggest that we roll the intro music. Right, come on then, Paul. Let's have it then. Social media. You've already touched on it. You think it's a net positive in the world. Let's go into a bit more detail and what brings you to that conclusion?
Well, it opens up opportunities. I think it's easy to start a business. Countless lives have been made from social media. We talked about Mr. Bourgeois a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's people that can now make themselves something on social media. If you're a really good singer, you can go on TikTok and you can show people that. You don't have to go on X Factor anymore.
Well, Justin Bieber came from YouTube as well, didn't he? I think.
Yep. Just YouTube is amazing. I love YouTube.
Yeah.
I think
is that social media?
I'd say so. YouTube's my favourite. I spend a lot of time. I watch more YouTube than TV by a mile. I watch more YouTube than Netflix. I watch more YouTube than Netflix and TV put together.
Well, to be fair, YouTube it's the new TV, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I love YouTube. It's class.
Because people don't consume media in the same way that they used to. They don't wait for a program to come on that they want to watch and watch it. They seek out something that they want to watch. So that's why Netflix is so popular. But YouTube is more. It's a free version of it, and it's democratic in a way that anybody can create on there.
Yep.
And anybody can be found, and people can put whatever ideas they want out there.
Same with all
to be
social
watched.
media.
Well, yeah, same with all
Breaks
social
down
media.
barriers to stuff. I've been obsessed with YouTube since 2007, 2008. I was actually looking at my account the other day, and I opened it in 2008.
Yeah.
I remember putting YouTube videos on my Bebo page.
Yeah.
In 2007.
What, your own YouTube videos or
like
music videos?
Like music videos and stuff. I was blown away by it. I remember it on my old mum and dad's big computer, just on it all the time. It's glad being able to watch any music video I wanted.
Yeah.
Because we used to watch MTV. Me and my brother used to scroll through music channels on Sky.
Yeah.
Or for ages. And I remember waiting for videos to come on, or watching Kerrang, because I was into rock music and that. Waiting for certain Blink-182 videos to come on, and just checking all the time. And then when YouTube came out, I could just search for him. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And like football videos and stuff, and I've been obsessed with YouTube ever since. It's quality.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think social media is a really good thing. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, in terms of starting a business, it gives you opportunities, and it gives you the power to start a business where you wouldn't have had it before. It removes gatekeepers, doesn't it, in a sense, because
LinkedIn.
I suppose in like the 1980s, 1990s, if you wanted to advertise, it'd have to be print, it'd have to be TV maybe, or radio, traditional media. And there's people that can say no to you in that business, and that probably would have commanded a very high cost at that time as well. Whereas with social media, there's nobody really to say what you can and can't do on there.
There is. Donald Trump's been censored.
Well, there is censorship, but what I'm saying is, like, if you want to promote something on there that's not offensive or illegal, I suppose. I'm not saying that Donald Trump's necessarily done anything, it's obviously opinion's going to differ on that. But you can, I suppose there's nobody to say you can't at least make a start on there. I suppose if you do, then do something that's not right or immoral or whatever, you can be removed. But what I'm saying is you've got more power on this, your smartphone, than you would have ever had before, because you can start from nothing. You can put something out there.
Yeah, it's starting to get to that point where things are being censored. Yeah, abuse and all that stuff. That I'm not counting that, but like Donald Trump being banned off Twitter, I think it's a joke. I think that's starting to get into that bit where freedom of speech is getting censored now on some things, which I don't agree with personally.
Yeah. I don't know really. I suppose with freedom comes responsibility as well, and I have to say I'm not educated enough on it to know to have a definitive conclusion one way or another myself whether Donald Trump should have been cancelled or censored from social media. But
got cancelled from Twitter.
But what I would say is, obviously, like with anything, with freedom comes responsibility. To live in a free society, you have to abide to the laws and the social contracts that we've got in that society. So whether he breached that or not is open to debate. But
he had a nightmare, didn't he?
Yeah, I think free speech, for me, you've always got to caveat it with that thing of you've still got to take responsibility for what you say and for your actions.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The problem with social media. It's easy. Obviously, it's just as it's easy to market your business, it's easy to abuse people and all that malarkey.
Yeah, too easy.
Yeah, it's too easy, but I trust in the networks that they're sorting that out. I think it's impossible to wipe that out full stop. I think that's an impossible task. Unfortunately, we discussed it last week, what you do if you ever get trolled, like I did. I got badly and aggressively trolled on one of our ads.
Yeah.
Which was, just by the by. And I think if you put yourself out there on social media, which I did and I do, I think you've got to be prepared for that as well.
Yeah.
So
it doesn't make it okay, though, does it?
It don't make it okay, but at the same time, I'm not going to complain about it either, because it is what it is, isn't it? It's whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've sort of got to be ready for that kind of thing. But yeah, that's the problem with social media, and it's too easy to do that.
Yeah.
Which they're trying to stamp out, but I think you can go too far with it. It's like I'm saying, if it's stuff that's a bit just someone's opinion. I'm not talking about abuse now, and stamping that out can get a little bit.
Yeah, I think you've got that problem with it where obviously you're trying to sort of get rid of the extremes, really, if you like, of intolerance or abuse or negativity, if you like.
Yeah.
But there's kind of that bit sort of on, like, just inside from the edge where it's not really abuse, it's not really intolerance, it just is negativity, really.
Yeah.
And it's not really, it depends on the person that's receiving it, but it's not necessarily harmful or not illegal, but it's just, there can be like an unpleasant side to it at times as well.
What's your favourite social media account?
My favourite social media account? What? Somebody else's account or platform? Oh, okay. probably YouTube if we're counting YouTube in there, but out of the traditional like, what's the word like, your traditional Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Bieber.
Bebo, yeah, for people of our age or around our age. I'd say other than YouTube, probably Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter's good.
Again, it has its problems. I think it can be very divisive. People on there can be very angry, and that's not always a good thing. But I don't do Facebook.
No.
Gave up on that years ago. I just didn't see any value in it for me personally, and completely respect people that are on there. And it's quite ironic that I say that, because actually as a business, Facebook's a massive part of what we do.
Yep.
But for me personally, in my own personal life, it's not for me. Instagram's similar. I do appreciate Instagram more because there's an element of creativity on there as well. But again, I find it taking up too much of my time, and you've got to have that self-control not to let it eat into your productivity and stuff like that. And that's something that for me, has been difficult. So I've had to sort of remove myself from those platforms, and Facebook I just found, to be honest, I didn't really appreciate a lot of the content on there. Like, didn't really want to get updates on what people were having for their dinner or what their dog's doing or whatever. So
you can
for
control
me,
that though, can't you? You can unfollow that and follow stuff you're interested in.
You can, but I don't know. I suppose, I just decided that Facebook is, not really something that I want to be spending my own personal time on.
Yeah.
Although I do appreciate it from a business point of view as a platform where, we were talking about before with traditional media, newspapers, TV, stuff like that, there's nowhere near the level of targeting that you're able to do.
Yeah.
Like with social media, the good side of it from a business point of view is that things are more targeted to people that will be interested in that subject. And although a lot of people find that a negative or like something that's, I don't know, I suppose like daunting that their information's being used in this way to advertise to them or show them things that they might be interested in, actually it can be seen as a good thing as well, because I suppose we'd all rather see stuff that we want to see, and that will interest us. And during a TV ad break, what do people do? They go and make a cup of tea, they go on the phone, they do something else, don't they? Do some vacuuming, whatever, during a TV ad break, because most of the stuff is not relevant to you. Whereas on social media, I suppose the advantage of it is that within a certain level of accuracy, a lot of it is more like relevant to your interests.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good. I've bought stuff from Instagram ads before.
Yeah,
definitely. I think it's really good.
What always makes me laugh about it, though, and I'm not like having a go at anybody in particular, but when people complain about adverts or comment on them and say, "Oh, why am I being shown this?" I'm being spammed or whatever. But that's the way social media works. You get a free account.
Yeah.
How is that company going to make money if they don't allow companies to advertise to you on there?
Yeah, exactly. But again, if you run ads, you're going to get that. So, whatever. People are just... It's just how some people operate, and it's too easy to just do it. So they're not bothered if there's if there's a response or anything like that. But the majority of comments are positive or asking a question or asking for help, aren't they? It's the very, very minute amount where you get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I binned Facebook in I think it was 2011.
You binned it?
Yeah, I deleted my account. I've never got it since. I ain't got anything against Facebook. I just can't be bothered. I just don't see a reason. I've got Twitter. I use Twitter a lot. I've got Instagram, which I don't use that much. I use it sometimes. It's really good. I love some of the content that I'm on. I like follow stuff I'm interested in. So I'll go on there every now and then. And yeah, no, I like it. I think I've got a good relationship with social media, me personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, Facebook, I never bother getting it back, which is surprises me because it's been over 10 years now. And yeah, I just couldn't be bothered then. I was like, forget this. But Facebook then, when I had it, it was like just either people's holiday pictures, people actually wrote stories, wrote statuses. So like,
saying what they're doing and stuff like that.
It wasn't really. There's no real video content now. It's like video stuff in it.
Yeah.
And it was just holiday pictures and stuff. And yeah, I don't know why I never got it back. I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Because then that's 3. Then I'd be on all the time. Use LinkedIn for work. LinkedIn has been amazing. Mainly the message. LinkedIn now has turned into a little bit of an. And I've been guilty of it myself, posting, success we've done in business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But now I think it's just become like a one-upmanship thing, LinkedIn now.
Bit of a backslapping platform.
A little bit, yeah. Some of the stuff, like the post the other day about that fella. It was painful ways. He took a selfie with a homeless man and said, I just gave this guy, and he had his suit on, he had his watch showing. Oh, it was so... And look, some people might say, "Oh, it's a great thing that he's done. It might encourage other people to do." Maybe so, but I thought that was painful. That's so embarrassing.
There's a level of.
Imagine that. Imagine giving a homeless person a Greg's pasty or something, and then going back and just take a selfie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a level of like cynicism there, not just from us saying this, but I suppose there's a level of cynicism to like. Would you be doing it if you weren't posting it on social media type of
Exactly.
thing? And is it just for people to look at and think what a great person you are? We're sort of post that now, aren't we? We're in the revisionist stage where people will see something like that and they won't just go, "Oh, what a great thing." They'll question it and go, "Well, is this person just kind of begging for attention or whatever?" Yeah.
The problem with social media, that stops people doing stuff as well. Like, again, we've talked about fear of judgment last week. That's definitely relevant on social media. People want to put pictures of themselves. People put pictures of themselves at happiest, don't they? Mainly, on holiday, stuff like that. And that people see that and think, "Well, why is my life not like that?"
Yeah,
it's a big problem.
It is. I think it's natural, and I think it's always gone on, just in different forms on it, probably, like keeping up with the Joneses type of thing. People looking out of the windows at the next door neighbours, seeing what car they're driving, or how happy they look when they go out with their family or whatever.
Right, just think about what Elon Musk said. He said people go on it and go, "Oh, I'm not happy and I'm not good looking, so I must be shit or something. So my life must suck."
Yeah,
that's so true, isn't it?
Yeah, well, everybody's got problems, haven't they? Nobody's showing, or most people aren't showing those problems a lot of the time, which is valid, because most people I think keep a lot of the most private business and the like, I don't know, the down moments in life, they keep them to themselves, don't they? And that's fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be yourself on social media as well. Stop portraying that your life's amazing. It's not.
Yeah.
Or just I don't know, whatever. It's it happens a lot on there, doesn't it? But there's more positive in my opinion. There's much more positives about social media than negatives. TikTok.
Yeah, well, you've enlightened me, to be fair, because I came into it thinking that this discussion would mainly be about the drawbacks of it.
Yeah, there is drawbacks, but there isn't everything.
Yeah, I think probably the main issue with it is that people are addicted, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I've fallen into it myself, where I have to bring myself away because you find you're just spending too much time on there. I think people live their lives on there, and maybe it makes them unhappy because they're not doing things that are fulfilling them. If they're on social media instead of exercising or seeing their mates or whatever it might be, that can be really bad for you mentally, can't it? But
definitely.
As with everything in life, it's about balance and control. But what makes it difficult with social media is kind of being in control, because social media companies are there to get you on there and get your attention, which you can't really blame them for. It's like any business, isn't it? If someone sets up a shop, you don't have a go at them for trying to get people in, or a restaurant. So it's the same thing, really, but it's kind of, I suppose it's more insidious because it's with you all the time. It's in your pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of the people listening to this might be interested to start the business, we spend a lot of money with Facebook ads.
And Google.
And Google. It's a fantastic platform to market your business on. It's essential.
Yeah.
And we get people say to us, "Oh, giving Facebook money." Yeah, we're giving Facebook money, but it's how you market your business nowadays. Whatever. I'm not going to lose sleep over paying Facebook some money.
Well, if people want to say giving Facebook your money is a negative thing, that's fair enough. But we do get something in return.
Yeah.
It's not as if we just give Facebook our money and just don't get anything back, is it?
No.
We're we get customers from it. That's how people find us. That's how people find out about things in this day and age.
Yeah.
You can't deny it, can you? That's where people's attention is. That's where they spend the time, and that's why Facebook and Instagram and all the other social medias have made massive businesses out of, using, promoting companies and allowing companies to spend money with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's I enjoyed that discussion, James. Thank you very much.
Good. Is it over?
I don't know. Have we got any more as well?
To be fair, we could.
I sounded drunk then.
Have we got any more to add?
I have not got a voice for radio. Your voice is, when I listen back to these, you are so much better. You could honestly, host a radio show. I'm not even joking. You've got such a good voice for radio. Me, I sound like a punch drunk. Bloody, look, I've just been knocked out.
I don't agree with that, but
we need social media.
I think you just got to try and enunciate a little bit, haven't you?
That takes concentration and time and effort, man.
I suppose so, yeah. So yeah, we could keep it a short one today if you want. This has been just over 20 minutes, so that's probably quite a good length of time.
We always get questions from customers, don't we?
Oh yeah, we do. We've got the questions from Customers Jingle. Let's play it now.
Questions from our customers. So, questions from customers.
Come on, Roger from Cambridge.
Come on. Well. Remember last week when we were slightly concerned because we'd not heard from Roger from Cambridge?
Yeah.
Well, I can reveal tonight.
Yep.
He's here tonight. Roger from Cambridge.
Come on down.
Good to see you, mate. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, guys, how's it going?
Yeah, fabulous. Thank you, buddy. Thanks. How was the journey up? Well, it was actually quite interesting because there was roadworks on the A43. And all right, mate. Thank you. Can you get on with your question, please, buddy? Yeah, no problem. What's your question today, man? My question today is: last week you mentioned your top 3 favourite music.
Would it be better if Paul read the question, Roger? It seems like you're getting a bit flustered.
I'll read the question, mate. No, don't worry about this. I've got this one.
Yeah, go on, you read it. You're a broadcaster now. You're a professional.
I've got I'm the question today from Roger in Cambridge. Thank you very much again, Roger, for the question. I'll read his email out. Last week, chaps, you mentioned your top 3 favourite music albums of all time. Mm-hmm. I'd like to ask you what your top 3 films are of all time. I know you mentioned it last week. Yeah, we did mention it last week, actually.
Yeah, we covered a bit of this, didn't we, last week?
Yeah, go on. Top 3 films.
Well, I went into my, obviously, Inglourious. Went into that last week. How good that is. What else did I mention?
You like Tarantino, don't you?
I do. Fargo, I mentioned.
Yeah.
Good. I quite like Coen Brothers' work. Quite like their films. No Country for Old Men's also a very good film.
It's a good film.
That's Coen Brothers as well.
Forget top 3. Just what films do we like? You can't pick a top 3 films.
I know. Go on.
Schindler's List. I said this again last week. Schindler's List is a number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Definitely. I really liked. What did I like recently? I love whatchamacallit. I don't know who directs that. Whatchamacallit. No. God,
It's What's His Name, I think, who directs it.
What's His Name?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. God, I've got a mind blank here. I can't think of any films.
Well,
what do I like?
I'll throw a few out there for you. You like Schindler's List?
Schindler's List, yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Schindler's List is. I love Schindler's List because I'm into history. I'm into World War II and all that kind of thing, but also business-wise, Oscar Schindler. I think it's a great. If you're into entrepreneurship and you're into starting a business, watch Schindler's List because Liam Neeson plays an incredible Oscar Schindler, and the way he starts his business and does it. He actually failed miserably after his after the war. But anyway, so yeah, it's an inspirational thing as well.
Yeah. Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness is fantastic.
Yeah.
What films have I watched recently that were really good? I liked the revamped Aladdin a couple of years ago. That was good.
Yeah. One that we didn't mention is Dark Knight films.
Yeah, that's good.
Very, very good. And the Joker as well.
Yeah, God.
Did you like the Joker?
Yeah, it was all right. Yeah,
It's depressing, isn't it? But
yeah,
good film.
yeah. No, it was really good.
Yeah.
I watched a film the other week, Shot Caller on Netflix. That was really good.
Shot Caller. What's
that's
that?
good.
What's that about?
It's about a guy that's he's like a lawyer, but then ends up going to prison and becoming like a top man in the Mexican cartel.
Alright. Interesting.
I'm going to move on from this question because it's not going very well. I can't think of any films. Goodfellas is really good.
Goodfellas,
That's
yeah.
another film that's absolutely unreal.
Scorsese, yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable. Irishman's good.
Yeah, amazing director, to be fair, Scorsese.
Brilliant. Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
Monsters, Inc.'s up there as one of my
We're
favourite.
covering all sorts of genres here, like
I'm-
Jim Carrey films, massive fan. The Mask,
Is The Mask?
Liar Liar,
Yeah.
The Grinch,
Yeah.
Truman Show.
Truman Show, yeah.
What else has he done?
I like Catch Me If You Can as well.
Catch Me If You Can, yeah.
I like The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, I've not seen the full film, The Great Gatsby.
Great Gatsby's brilliant. Yeah, I've never met anyone that likes that film. Yeah. I've never met anyone that likes that film.
Really?
Yeah, everyone I speak to hates it.
I only
with
watched
passion.
half of it and fell asleep. Not because of the film though, just my own fault for being tired.
Right. Thank you, James.
That's alright.
I'm going to move on. I've got one more question. This question is from Jenny33 in Buckinghamshire.
Thank you.
Thank you. I like how people put their things on their emails.
And their age as well.
And their age.
Like they're
Jenny's put her age. Well, that's the first time we've had that.
like they're writing into a kids TV program.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
If you could only eat one starter, main course, and dessert for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Well, this is good. I like food questions. I think what I'm going to interpret this. Have you ever heard of the Off Menu podcast?
No.
With James Acaster and Ed Gamble.
I don't know who those people are.
They're comedians.
Okay.
This is basically what this question is. So they have guests on and they take them into the dream restaurant and they can pick any starter, main, dessert that they want.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna use those rules for it, as in the cuisines don't have to match. I'm never gonna get full because it's a dream restaurant. And there's a reason why I say that is because my starter would be garlic bread.
Yep.
Some kind of garlic bread. Like it's got to be soft inside, so like a garlic baguette or like a ciabatta, something like that. And then my main would be a curry, like an Indian.
What kind?
With garlic naan bread as well.
What curry?
I don't know the exact name of what I like, but I like the ones that are like a bit spicy, not too creamy, and quite like tomatoey and stuff like that. I think there's one called like Makhani or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Makhani, have you ever had that?
No, I've heard of it though.
That's really nice.
I'm not a bit. I only ever have butter chicken when I have curry.
But I mix it up. I have different stuff, so I can never remember what names they are. I just read the like description of what it's like and just say, oh yeah, that sounds good, I'll have that. But I do like a tikka masala as well, which I know is not proper authentic.
Chicken, pork, lamb,
chicken mainly, yeah.
Potatoes,
yeah. That's sagaloo, innit? Potatoes. Yeah. I like a bit of that, and I love garlic naan. I love naan bread, garlic naan. So I know I'm having a lot of garlic and a lot of bread there, but this is my dream meal, innit? So who cares?
Get what you want.
And did you say dessert as well?
Yep.
Fabulous. So for dessert, I love a like a brownie or a sticky toffee pudding or a New York cheesecake.
Nice.
Or
nice.
Like a golden syrup pudding. What's that called now? What's that? It's got a name on it.
Golden syrup pudding.
You know, like a sponge pudding, but it's like golden syrup flavour. What's that called now?
Sticky toffee, isn't it?
No, it's not sticky toffee. It's called like, I can't even remember what it's called. This is like
a pudding with golden syrup on it.
This is like entry level knowledge. I can't even remember what it's called.
Well, we can serve you that. That's
blank.
no problem. We can serve you that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to pick one, Anna. I'm gonna go with like a sticky toffee pudding with custard.
Nice.
Honourable mentions for everything else that I've said, plus apple crumble as well. I love apple crumble.
Okay. Okay, I would have halloumi fries with sweet chili dip.
Nice.
Starter.
Nando's.
Oh, yeah. For my main...
Yep.
For my main, I'd either have the best ever meat feast pizza,
Okay.
or a
What would you have on your meat feast pizza?
chicken, bacon,
Pepperoni. Salami.
Oh, just thinking of it now.
Pastrami.
No, not pastrami.
Okay.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Top side of
corn,
beef. Neck.
Ham. Top side of rump. Or I'd have a burger. Pizza and burger are my two favourite things. I'd have like a big beef burger with loads of cheese on it and mayonnaise and chips and lovely.
I like a Chinese as well, I have to say.
Like a Chinese, yeah.
But if I'm picking my dream meal, Indian, I think, for me.
Sorry, this is my meal.
Okay, can we get you a drink, sir?
Drink, I'll have a regular Coke, please.
Regular Coke, okay.
And for my dessert, sticky toffee pudding is banging, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or profiteroles. With loads of chocolate sauce.
That surprises me, that, about you.
Yeah.
It's quite, because they're quite light, aren't they? Quite delicate.
Yeah, but if you have loads...
Yeah, I suppose so.
And I'm talking loads, yeah.
Loads of chocolate as well.
Loads of chocolate sauce. Or I had them at my mate's weddings, profiteroles with a caramel sauce. Oh, my
that sounds good.
me. It was unbelievable.
That does sound good.
Honestly, it was so good. It was like a buffet as well. I just kept going and getting a bowl of these profiteroles with caramel sauce. It was amazing. I just couldn't stop eating it.
That does sound good, to be fair. I never even thought of profiteroles. Yeah, they are good. Donuts are good as well. But
yeah.
No, I'm sticking with hot pudding, sticky toffee.
Thank you for that question,
Amazing.
Jenny.
Yeah, thanks, Jenny.
Good.
I think we're pretty much done. We've got another one coming up.
Yeah.
Next week as well. Where we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about.
I don't know. We'll have to
Not decided yet, have we? And in terms of us, what have we got going on?
We'll talk about top 5 favourite films in the next week.
For God's sake.
I'm doing that again.
We've got loads of good stock in at the minute as well, if you're a Food Circle customer as well.
Yeah.
Fulfill, Bear Bells, Battle Bites.
Yeah. Lava Bar, Protein World.
Yeah.
There's loads of new stuff coming in at the moment. It's very busy here at Food Circle Towers at the moment.
It is indeed.
Because of our fantastic customers as well.
Yep.
Thousands of orders going out recently. So you're keeping us very, very busy, so thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for your support, as ever. And last but not least, if you like the podcast, please give us a review and a rating. That'd be great. If you got any feedback for us, what should people do if they've got feedback for us?
Email me. Send me an email. paul@foodcirclesupermarket.com.
Or if you've got suggestions for us, what you'd like us to talk about, or...
If you want to leave a nasty comment on social media, you can.
Yeah.
I'll deal with that.
Ideas for segments that we might be able to do. Regular features. We've got Roger penciled in for a question every week. So
just like to thank Roger for coming as well.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, mate.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you want to leave if you're really angry and you want to send me a load of abuse, just do it. paul@foodcirclesupermarket.com. But if you really like the podcast, then don't email me. Well, you can email me as well, but please leave a 5-star rating on the podcast. And
you'll roll with the punch, won't you?
Yeah. That's what social media is all about. It's opinions, isn't it? So yeah, if you want to leave a nasty comment, then you can do, and it's fine. We'll reply to it.
Absolutely.
We might not like it.
No.
But yeah, no, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it.
Yep, and we will see you next time.
You can also watch this on YouTube.
Oh yeah, good point. If you're watching
I wanted to fade out with that.
Sorry, I've ruined it. You can do it again in a minute. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can listen to it on Apple and Spotify and anywhere else that you normally get your podcasts. If you're listening to it on one of those places, you can watch it on YouTube, and we're on there, and we've got a decent setup now. We've got a nice camera. So you can see us in great detail, which is probably not a great thing. So yeah, we're multimedia now, man. We're hitting all the different types of media,
social media.
I think it's time to go, isn't it?
See you later.
Right, see ya.
Play the outro music.